Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and it's time for episode number 45 of the Pokemon Sapphire playthrough. In the last episode, we did do some grinding because we added a new Pokemon to the team. We also revived a previously injured Pokemon from the injury box, so as you can see from the layout, Skippy the Swampert now is on the team. He was Marshtomp, but he did evolve last episode with a little bit more grinding, and we have added Dive Bomb the Gyarados, caught back as a Magikarp back in Moss Deep City. We needed a Pokemon that can dive underwater, and here we are in the Seafloor Cavern to deal with Team Aqua, whatever sort of crazy shenanigans they got going on here. Something's been discovered down here. We don't know what it is. We're going to see if we can find out what Team Aqua is up to and get to the bottom of things. First of all, let's start things off with the team recap and see everyone that we're working with. This is our newest Pokemon here. Essentially, for the time being, Dive Bomb is just an HM user. He does have the Dive attack, which is going to be his namesake attack from here on out. We also taught him Strength just to get through the cave here, because there are some Strength puzzles we got to get through. But he has, well, he's at level 20. He has Intimidate, of course, dropping the opponent's attack stat. Naive Nature, which ups speed and drops special defense, I believe. And no held item just yet, but he's got a nice attack of 60 for a level 20 Pokemon. Dive, Strength, Bite, and Splash. He's not going to have Splash for very long, but I want to talk about Splash in a little bit later on in this episode. Moving on, though, we have Skippy the Swampert at level 36, the starter Pokemon that we got from Professor Birch back in Little Root Town. Torrent ability, of course, upping water moves at low HP. Lax Nature, upping defense and dropping special defense. We've got a powerful attack of 95, defense is at 93. He's holding Shell Bell to heal back some HP after every hit on the opponent. And he's got Surf, Mudshot, Foresight, and Rock Tomb. Next up is Burrow the Ninjask at level 38 with the Speed Boost ability, boosting his speed every turn. Lonely Nature ups attack and drops defense. And speed is 144, that's insane. Attack is almost at 100, we're at 99. Silk Scarf is powering up the Slash and Cut. He also has Leech Life and Swords Dance. Next is Pokémon the Hariyama at level 37. Guts ability will boost his attack with a status condition, and Lonely Nature, just like Burrow. He has a whopping 110 for attack. Everything else is kind of terrible, but he's holding the Quick Claw to possibly outspeed on a turn, and he has Fake Out, Rock Smash, Knockoff, and Vital Throw. Next, we've got Scruff the Manectric at level 37, static ability, possibly paralyzing foes on contact with her. Relax Nature is a boost for her defense and dropping her speed, so not the best nature, but that's what she has. And speed is still at 91, but special attack is almost at 100 at 97 right now. Holding on to that Focus Band, which we did pick up back in the Shoal Cave, so there's a chance, I think a 10% chance, if she's going to be knocked out, she might not be with that. And Shockwave, Quick Attack, Thunder Wave, and Protect. Now, last but not least is Majestic the Altaria at level 37. Natural Cure will heal a status condition upon switching back into the ball. Naughty Nature ups her attack while dropping special defense. And all her stats are nice and well rounded around the 70s, somewhere in the early to late 70s for all of them. Since she has a decent speed, we gave her the King's Rock so she can possibly flinch things with maybe Dragon Breath. I don't know if that can cause a flinch, but I'm pretty sure Fly can. She also has Mist and Safeguard. So let's move on with this adventure. I'm just basically switch training Dive Bomb for the time being. And here are some of those strength puzzles we were talking about. So how do we... I think we have to come back through this direction, because is there any way we can move these boulders? I don't think so. Unless... I'm going to try anyway. If we can move the bottom boulder down, then we can break that Rock Smash rock. Let's see if it is movable. I don't think it is for some reason. Never mind, it is. Alright, so we're going to break this and head on through. So this is sort of a busy week for me. I just got back from, if you can see on my arm, I've been injured. Actually, I had to go get some blood taken because I went to see my doctor a few weeks ago. And, okay, wait a minute. I'm taking the plunge. I had to go see my doctor a few weeks ago. Yar, who are you? Where'd you come in from? I came in from above the water. But he had to send me to get some blood tests done because I haven't seen him in a very long time. And he wants to get caught up on my, I guess my status, my condition and stuff. So I had to go and get some blood taken. And what I wanted to do, now I had to actually fast, not eat anything for the 13 hours beforehand. Which means last night when I recorded a video, I wanted to be careful with what I was recording. I wanted to make sure it wasn't anything too super crazy serious. So, that's a critical? We're okay. So, I had an option of last night recording either this episode or Pokemon TCG that you'll see today. And I decided on TCG because with not being able to eat for 13 hours, I was thinking, will I sort of be a little bit not clear in the head? Can I make a mistake here and there? And if I was going to make a mistake, I would rather make a mistake in the TCG, where it's not that big of a deal. If I lose a match, I lose a match. But if I make a mistake in Pokemon Sapphire in a Nuzlocke style playthrough, I lose a Pokemon, that's kind of a serious thing. We don't have the Pokemon for the rest of that playthrough. Of course, the way I'm doing it, getting a badge means I can revive them. But still, all things considered, I decided let's go ahead and... I'm going to surf. Let's go ahead and record TCG last night. Fortunately, it came out pretty well. I did quite good. I don't know the order these videos will upload today, but you'll see both videos today, which is another shocker. I've got TCG on schedule this week. Perfect. And we defeat the Team Aqua Grunt. Lost it. Darn right you did. Out of my way. I can't find the way out. I'm not afraid. Don't get me wrong. Alright, so how do we... Both of these lead to the same spot. This is all... Is it the same layout as it was back in the first games? Or it's not the first game, the remakes, I mean? This looks familiar. Oh wait, no, this is where I just came from. Okay, hang on. I gotta push this. These puzzles are fun. But anyway, I was talking about wanting to mention something about Z moves, and let's break this rock here. So, I mentioned it in the news update video thing where I talked about the new trailer, and I think I mentioned it a bit in last yesterday's episode of Pokémon Sapphire, but as we know, Z moves are going to be a more powerful attack based off of the attacking move that the Pokemon already has. What they did mention now is, if it's a status move, such as, say, well, they say Memento, it's going to be a powered-up version of that attack. Basically what that means is, for example, Memento, when you use it, your Pokemon faints, but the opposing Pokemon harshly loses their attack and special attack stats. Z Memento, for your cost of using your only Z move of the battle on that move, you not only drop their attack stats, but the Pokemon that you switch in afterwards gets a full HP restore. So it's a nice thing, like, it's going to make so much more content to the game of Pokemon Sun and Moon, and, you know, maybe not that much in general, but it's almost like every status move is a new move. Because back in Gen 2, just to show you how far Pokemon has come, in Gen 2, they introduced a move called Curse. And the way Curse works is you boost your attack and defense at the cost of lowering your speed. Now, back then, using one move that would boost your stats, like boost more than one stat at a time, was kind of insane. And hang on, how do we move that? Trying to think how I can get to that rock and smash it. Well, we can do this. I'll push this boulder here up. Alright. And we can't get into that area. Man, I messed this up. But anyway, back then, a move that would boost more than one stat at a time was kind of crazy. And they gave it a sort of downside of lowering your speed in the process. But what's kind of interesting, how do these waves move, is at this point in time, in like Gen 6, they've got moves like Quiver Dance that boost your special attack, special defense, and speed. You get 3 boosts with no negative. In fact, they got a move, Shell Smash, that boosts up your... That's going to reverse... I'm trying to see where to go here. That boosts your attack, special attack, and speed by 2 stages at the cost of losing 1 stage of defense and special defense. So you're going up +6, but -2. That kind of stuff blew my mind when I first saw it. I was like, that is so overpowered based on what Pokemon used to be. Let's go up here. Is this the right way? Not bad. Alright, what have we found? Any items? So anyway, oh yeah, I forgot there was still a repel up. But it wouldn't have helped us anyway. We got a level 20 out in the lead. So, what I'm trying to say is the fact that they made every status move have a secondary effect now. Thunder Wave not only paralyzes, but also boosts your special defense. Hang on. This is easy. I can just push all these boulders to the side, or to the right one space. So, what I really like is the fact that Splash now has a slight purpose. Splash, if you use it as a Z move, will do nothing to the opponent, but it does triple your attack stat, or not triple it, but like triple boost it, so you get +3.
How did you manage to get here without a submarine? What an impressive child! But it won't have to do you meddling around. Won't have to do with you meddling around here. And I do want payback for what happened at the Weather Institute. I'm going to give you a little taste of pain. Resign yourself to it.
Is this Shelly? I think I remember you. It is Shelly. Bring it on. Sharpedo. Back it up. Okay. Now, what concerns me is the fact that if I send in Skippy, well, he's a lower level, and his special defense is not super good. I'm thinking maybe Majestic is the best. Let me just check the stats. Special defense is 78. It is the highest on the team, so Majestic is going to be the way to go with this. Hopefully we're going to be able to pull through. But, so, talking about Splash, now, I've mentioned before the stories that I used to write. I haven't mentioned them lately because I never really got past the Johto series. But in my stories, I have my own Team Rocket villains, and one of them had a Magikarp, which he called Carp, because it wasn't very magical, and it later evolved into a Gyarados, which he then renamed Gerger. And the funny thing about Gerger was, since it was a Team Rocket Pokemon, it wasn't that battle, comparable. It wasn't really that good at all. And I decided to say that it's still new Splash. And in my video games, actually in Pokemon Yellow, I would recreate the teams of not only my own, not my Pokemon were in Pokemon Blue, but I would recreate my Team Rocket villains, my other partners that were in my game, like, my stories, such as Ash has Misty and Brock. Dragon Breath can flinch with the King's Rock. Good to know. But I recreated my own teammates' teams, but I also, as I say, recreated Team Rocket's teams. And with Gerger, I decided I'm going to leave Splash on Gerger, because in the stories, Gerger would always just come out of the Pokeball and start flopping around and just kind of splash around like a little puppy dog. It even had a puppy dog looking face almost, like tongue hanging out, panting heavily, big smile on his face. Picture a Gyarados smiling if you can. I don't know if you can, because it's kind of hard. Ouch! Painful, wasn't it?
You're so darn strong. It's terribly disappointing that you're not a Team Aqua member. You could have enjoyed the fabulous world our boss has promised to one of our own.
Too bad. I like the world as it is, thank you. And wait, do we need a heal? I don't think so. Majestic didn't take a hit that whole time. She took a scary face and a taunt. Perfect. And I didn't mention about Dive Bomb did level up. So, how do we move these rocks? I got this. Alright, so I'm going to push... No, I gotta push the two side ones up. Okay, I got this. I think I got this. I mapped it out in my brain. Let's see if my brain is working. As I said, I gave some blood today for some testing, so I could be completely blocked out of my head now. My head might not be in the right frame of mind, but I do believe I have just accomplished the impossible. By which I mean not impossible whatsoever, but it's doable. There we go. Oh, here we go. Things are starting to get a little bit misty. Speaking of Ash's teammates. That's the Earthquake TM. Do I want to use the Earthquake TM? Not yet. I'm going to hang on to it. I could teach it to Skippy, but let me just check the power of Mudshot. Mudshot has a power of 55, so Earthquake is almost twice as strong as that, but we can drop the speed with Mudshot. So I'm going to hang on to it for the time being. If I need to use Earthquake, I can later on. But anyway, so getting back to my story about Pokemon Yellow and having Team Rocket's Pokemon created in that, since Gerger did still have Splash, and I still have these Pokemon created in my... I think I recreated them in the Fire Red game, too. I could technically upload Gerger and the rest of Team Rocket's Pokemon to Gen 7 eventually, and I could use Z-Splash... What is this? You see what I see? I see what you see.
Hold it right there.
Hello, Archie.
So it was you after all. Behold! See how beautiful it is, the sleeping form of the ancient Pokemon Kyogre! Look at the form. I've waited so long for this day to come. It surprises me how you've managed to chase me here. But that's all over now. For the realization of my dream, you must disappear now! Rufio! Rufio!
Alright. I'm leading with Dive Bomb. Which isn't bad, we're gonna double Intimidate back and forth. Then I can switch. No, wait. I would think the Intimidates are based on speed. There's no way Dive Bomb is faster. And there is no way Dive Bomb is staying in against a Pokemon that is 20 levels above. So let's go into our Fighting type, Resistant to Dark type, Pokémon. That's a normal type attack. But that wasn't bad. However, that was Intimidate damage, so a critical will be considerably more. Let's start with the Fake Out, just for some added damage, and then go for a Vital Throw, which I'm gonna say is a KO, after some Takedown Recoil. Come on, Pokémon. Put everything you got into this, buddy. You gotta stop Archie from whatever he's planning down here with this Kyogre creature, whatever that is. I have no clue. Next Pokemon in is gonna be Sharpedo. No, that's Crobat. So we're gonna see probably a flying type attack. Poison would really hurt Scruff, though. We have really good defense on Skippy. Although we also have kind of decent defense on Majestic. So Skippy's almost at like 90-some for defenses, I think. 93. 77 for Majestic. I'm gonna go with Skippy, despite the fact he is 2 levels lower than Majestic. Well, they're both lower level than the Crobat. Let's see how well you can tank this wing attack, buddy. You're at 124. That was a critical. That was only about 52, I think, so we can handle another critical. Let's Rock Tomb and hurt ourselves in Confusion. The plan has been made, and we're going to pull through with that plan. So as I battle Team Rocket, I'm thinking Team Rocket from the other games. As I'm battling Team Aqua here, first of all, I'm going to Hyper Potion. We did burn through all of our Super Potions during the... No, I didn't. I thought I used them all. But we did burn through a lot of Super Potions during the grinding in the previous episode, but Hyper Potion, definitely the way to go here. So, back in the original Pokemon Yellow, where I was recreating all the different Pokemon teams, I went the extra mile, and I went into the Safari Zone, and I actually caught all 30 Tauros that Ash Ketchum caught in the anime, which was one of the episodes that wasn't... I believe it wasn't dubbed over because of some issues regarding... was it like a censorship kind of thing? I don't know, whatever the actual reason was. The episode didn't get dubbed over here, but he caught 30 Tauros, and as difficult as it was to do, and as time-consuming as it was, I went and caught 30 Tauros in the Safari Zone, 3 times hitting myself in Confusion, mind you. Of course, this happened now, and that was back then. At least we're not taking too much damage from this, though. So we should break out of Confusion right now. Technically, we have a 4th possible turn for it. There's a critical. You know, we just got Skippy back last episode. We're not losing them again, Crobat. You go ahead and Confuse Ray. We're going to Hyper Potion once again. Skippy can do this. Oh, Wing Attack. Alright, just going for the knockout, are you? You should have Confused Ray when you had the chance. I thought you were going to do it now. But, yeah, I went ahead and caught all those Pokemon. It was kind of crazy, but I felt accomplished in doing so. So, normally... like, back then, I would get the other games, like, so Pokemon Blue was my main Pokemon game, and could we handle a critical wing attack from this range? Let's find out. We could have. Rock Tomb, once again. So I'm going to Hyper Potion once more. So, back then, I bought every kind of game there was. I had Blue, Red, and Yellow, and I also had Gold and Silver. Silver was my main game, but I also picked up Gold. And what was I going to say about Gold? Oh, right. So, I went the extra mile. I got all 30 Tauros that Ash Ketchum gets. I even, in Pokemon Gold, I was recreating teams there too, I kept looking... Super Potion? I kept looking for the shiny Noctowl that Ash catches in that part of the game, or that part of the series too. So, I couldn't find a wild Noctowl. I kept headbutting trees on the first route until I got a shiny Hoot, and I turned it up to be a shiny Noctowl. That one, I'm surprised how little that took me, like how little time. Usually shiny Pokemon are pretty rare, and would you stop, Archie? That's bad form. Just take your hits, take your feints, take your knockouts. You know what? I'm going to apologize right now for that. I was healing so much. I can't really fault you for using your Super Potions. You keep go ahead Super Potion all you want. If we land a critical serve, it ain't going to matter. Come on, Skip. Oh well. One more. Would one more get the knockout? I don't know. You're going to handle the wing attack, though. So I guess that's a good question I can ask you folks out there. When a new series of Pokemon comes out, or like a new generation, are you the type that would get each game so you can trade with yourself and get every Pokemon in the Pokedex? Or do you like to just get one game and work with that? At this point in my life, I'm more content with just getting a single game, and it encourages me to do the trading with other people, can meet new players, make new contacts online and such. I think that's kind of a cool way to do it. Personally, I like doing it that way a little bit more. So Skippy hits level 37. Attack is at 98. Now we're going to see Sharpedo. This is what does concern me. Level 43. I'm going to check the stats again, see what the special defense is like for good old Skip. You've got special defense 66. We've got 80 for Majestic. So her defenses are better all around. We're going to shift her into battle and see if we can pull through this. Hopefully we can get a flinch or a... Oh, that's going to hurt. A flinch or paralysis on the Dragon Breath, but I don't like the look of how much that did. Let me do the math. That was 36. A critical would be 72, unless that was just a low damage attack. I'm going to try for the Dragon Breath. Alright, we hung in there. Can we paralyze? I didn't think we could. Not just yet. It's going to be a little bit more difficult than that, apparently. Get Majestic back up. We're going to have to probably try to stall out these slash attacks. Taunt. I can go with that. A critical slash will not take us down from full HP. We could get paralysis as they taunt again. Archie, man, come on. Talking about good form, bad form? That's just silly form. That's going to be a bit of a problem if we hit ourselves. I do have full heal, though. I can cure that confusion up. But if we can land the hit, if we can get through the confusion and take this thing down, no full heal no full heal necessary. It's because I stumbled my words. That's why that happened. So, a critical was about 70-some. Based on what I just saw, the damage, Majestic would knock herself out from a confusion. So we're going to full heal, cure the confusion. If she does take a critical slash, we can Hyper Potion. Not critical, but we're still going to... I could go Super Potion at this point. Let's hope they go for another taunt. Show me what you got there, Sharpedo. They taunt. We have a chance, as long as they don't swagger us. Hang on. Oh, man, I thought it was so smart there. I could have safeguarded, blocked the confusion, gained the +2 attack. Whatever. So, swagger. I should have thrown a Person Berry on her in retrospect. Too late now. But, we just got to get through one confusion. Come on. You can do this. Someone throw a counter up in the comments below. How many times have I hurt myself in confusion in this one battle alone? Whew. I was going to send Pokémon, but not with that HP. We're going to have to heal Majestic. I'm going to Super Potion her again. I'm probably going to throw I'm thinking Hyper Potion at Pokémon. No, I'm going to have to heal Majestic. Although, a critical shouldn't bring us down. We're going to Hyper Potion Pokémon. If need be, I can switch into him. Not needed yet. Actually, you know what? Let's do that now. Because I can fake out, and that'll be a knockout. I don't think Sharpedo has the defense to handle a fake out attack. Slash. Do your worst. That was your worst. Actually, that wasn't bad. But, flinch time if you don't faint. Goodbye, Sharpedo. That was for the last time when we fought you, and you took down Scruff as an Electrite. Archie is defeated. I lost again! Good form. I commend you. You must realize that I must recognize... How did I read you must realize? I commend you. I must recognize that you are truly gifted. But I have this in my possession. With this red orb, I can make Kyogre. The red orb suddenly began shining by itself. Who's narrating this? Anyway... Then this happens. The legendary Kyogre has awoken. What? I didn't do anything. Why did the red orb... Where did Kyogre go? It's a message from our members outside. Shmee, what is it? It's raining heavily? Good. That should have happened. That is why we awakened Kyogre, to realize Team Aqua's vision of expanding the sea. What? It's raining far harder than we envisioned. You're in danger? That can't be. That's just not possible. Hold your position and monitor the situation. There's something wrong. The red orb was supposed to awaken and control Kyogre. But why? Why did Kyogre disappear? Why? What have you wrought? Wait, what was his voice again? We only saw him twice so far, I think. What have you wrought? Archie, you finally awoken Kyogre, haven't you? What will happen to the world if this downpour continues for all eternity? The world's landmass will drown in the deepening sea. What are you saying? The red orb should let me control Kyogre. That can't be possible. We don't have the time to argue about it here. Get outside and see for yourself. See if what you've wrought is the world that you desired. Chaz, come on. You have to get out of here, too. Escape rope! There we go. What happened? What is this wretched scene? Did I make a horrible mistake? I only wanted to crush that accursed pan! Do you understand now, Archie? Do you finally see how disastrous your dream turned out to be? We have to hurry. We have to do something before the situation goes completely out of control. Chaz, we, Team Magma, had been pursuing Team Aqua to prevent this from happening. Also, we were going to revive Groudon for the opposite to effect, but you don't even know about that. That's a whole other thing going on. Forget that. I didn't even mention anything. You've been very helpful, but I fear the worst has happened. It's gone too far for a child like you to manage. Alright, bye. I'll go off and get my next badge now. Leave things to us and get out of here while you still can. This defies belief. A super ancient Pokemon. Its power is unbelievable. It has upset the balance of nature. So, interesting. Whoa, hi, Steven. Chaz, what is happening? This is terrible. If this doesn't stop, all Hoenn, no, the whole world will drown. This huge rain cloud is spreading from above Sutopolis. What in the world is taking place there? There's no point arguing here. We're arguing? Sutopolis should provide answers. Chaz, I don't know what you intend to do, but don't do anything reckless. Okay, I'm going to Sutopolis. Reckless away! So, it's been pretty much decided where our next point of interest is going to be. We're going to have to head over to Sutopolis City. That's not the map. I'm used to Gen 2 where the map is in your Pokénav. But, where's... I do have a map. It's right there. It's at the top of the Pokénav. I knew I was talking about something. So, we're gonna head for Sutopolis City. Some strange, supermassive rain clouds coming out of there. We gotta find out what's going on in the next episode. Yes, it's a cliffhanger, unfortunately, folks, but it's kind of interesting it works out this way. Next episode is the final episode before starting the Pokemon Moon playthrough on Friday. What a climactic way to bring this to a temporary hiatus end sort of thing, right? A legendary encounter to round out our current adventure in the Hoenn region. I'm hyped, I'm pumped, I can't wait to see how this goes. Now, I have something in mind for what I'm going to do, and I'll explain that once we get to that episode tomorrow. I might want to record this, I kind of want to record it now, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until either tonight or tomorrow, and see how this whole thing goes down. Anyway, if you enjoyed the episode today, folks, feel free to throw me a like down below. If you didn't like it, feel free to dislike it as well. Let me know what I can improve for the future. And feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of today's episode and what you're looking forward to in the future, by which I mean one more episode for the time being, as we take on the legendary Kyogre to try to save the world. You know, the more I talk, the more the world gets flooded. I should probably kind of speed this up. But if you missed any episodes of Pokemon Sapphire thus far, there is a link, as always, down in the description to the full playlist. Go down there, click that, and you can check out the entire adventure so far in the Hoenn region as we prepare for Sun and Moon starting in just 2 days' time. I'm hyped for it. Anyway, with all that being said, Professor Chaz is now signing off. Thanks once again for checking out the episode, and I will catch you tomorrow for the finale.